Hello everyone, welcome to Pediatrics by Dr. Anand. This is the Unacademy platform and our target is NEET PG 2020. In this segment, we're gonna talk about very important, image-based questions, video-based questions, or mnemonics or any strategy. In this small segments I have made for all of you so that it will be easy for you to get little more oriented with the clinics with the case presentation based questions because nowadays they're asking a lot of clinical based questions. So this is a very important thing which we have started. So now coming to the first question, I'll be showing you a video and you have to tell the best guess which comes out to this. So this patient has come to our OPD and now I'm telling her to blow the paper like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm counting when she's blowing the paper and I'm counting. So what am I doing? Like now see in the end, she's blowing the paper 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now I'm asking her name. Beta, what is your name? Beta, what is your name? Tell me your name. What is your name? Hello, what is your name? Tell me. Beta, what is your name? Tell me. Hello, what is your name? So this now, can you see this patient? She's not answering to me, and now she's okay, and she's like, my name is Dash, like that. Are you understanding? So what are we dealing with? What is this? Once I hyperventilate a child, once I hyperventilate a child, she went to a state when she became little silent, little aloof, and then again she's like, no, my name is this, like that. So this is a typical case. Like again, still I will not tell you the answer. What do you think? Like the question comes like this, okay? The question came in the exam pattern was a 10-year-old female, a 10-year-old female with frequent episodes of sudden, brief, apparent loss of consciousness. It is sudden, it is brief, and it is apparent sudden loss of consciousness accompanied by lip smacking. Some babies can also present with lip smacking. Okay, well, she'll be talking to you again, and while talking, she'll be like, again, she'll, go somewhere, and again, yeah, I'm here only, yeah, I'm talking to you, like that. So with that typical image which I showed you video, see, video based and image based picture is everything in life. You will never ever forget that I showed you this patient, okay? So, and her EEG was showing spike and wave pattern, spike and wave pattern. So once I hyperventilate a child, when so much I'm telling her to blow the oxygen, so once I hyperventilate her, she can go to one entity, a very important entity known as absence seizure. Absence seizures, absence seizure has been a very repeated questions for NEET PG as well as for the other exams also. So what is the drug of choice for absence seizures? We all know that it is nothing but ethosuximide or sodium valproate. Ethosuximide, like in our hospitals in general setups, we give sodium valproate as a drug because ethosuximide is not available. So otherwise the best choice if in MCQ comes is ethosuximide followed by sodium valproate. If ethosuximide is not in the option, then our best option is sodium valproate. Sodium valproate. Okay, so let's see one more condition. Let's see one more newborn baby. Like I'll show you this picture. 1 second. So in this baby, what I'm trying to do, wait, I'll show you. See this now. I'm trying to put the baby's hand up. Okay, one hand of the baby is nicely in the mouth, but the other hand, once I try to make the hand up, he's again putting the hand down and having this position, this flexion. So this extension. So what is this? I'll repeat again. You can see the video again. You can see once I hold the baby hand up, again his right, see, I holded him little up, again his right hand become like this, and its mother says it's always like that, it's always like that. So it's nothing but any idea, any random guesses? Very good. One of the important causes for asymmetric Moro reflex, Erb's palsy. Erb's palsy, yes or no? Do you get it? What are the, have you know, right, the one of the important causes of asymmetric Moro reflex, asymmetric Muru reflex is nothing but Erb's palsy, and this is Erb's palsy. What are the other causes of asymmetric Muru reflex? You can say Klumpke's paralysis. Klumpke's paralysis. Yes or no? Have you heard of okay? Have you heard of fracture clavicle? A baby can have a fracture clavicle, and that baby can give you a asymmetric Muru reflex. Any shoulder dislocation or shoulder dystocia? Very good, very good. So shoulder dystocia also is the right answer. So all these, I mean, even congenital hemiplegia. So that also one-sided weakness or one-sided paralysis. Like plagia means complete, totally zero power, and paresis means hemiparesis. Paresis means weakness. hemiplegia means complete paralysis. So the important causes of asymmetric Moro reflex are nothing but Erb's palsy, Klumpke's paralysis, flexure clavicle, brachial plexus injury, shoulder dystocia, or congenital hemiplegia. These all are the important causes. An important exam purpose, one of the important causes is nothing but Erb's palsy, important asymmetric Moro reflex causes, and Moro disappears by 6 months. So these are the wonderful images and videos which I have shown in the picture, which will be really helpful in gaining good knowledge, and as well as it will be helpful for your exam. And thank you so much for watching this video. Have a wonderful day.